All right, so we got 3 different of these heel inserts just to test them all, see if there's a noticeable difference. I deal with a lot of pain just in my Achilles heel. Like if this is my foot, man, right there, like if my wife tries to give me like a foot massage or a leg massage, like just stay off the back of my foot because it's so painful. Okay, so that's that, like plantar fasciitis, your Achilles tendon, all that stuff is getting messed up. Now, I started to put these inserts into my shoes. I'm gonna go through everything that you need to know to make a better informed buying decision and try to talk a little bit about what's not actually in the listing. Okay, so first off, is there a noticeable difference between these different brands? I mean, not much. There's color differences, things like that. But once they're in the shoe, I mean, you really don't even notice here. All right, so you can see this there. It fits into the shoe. You can pull this out really easily. I think this is marked as like a 3/4. So it goes to about there and then leaves your toes. So it helps give a little extra cushion there for the back of your heel. These can be good for a variety of different uses. Obviously it's fine like all day use. I've got these in my business work shoes right here, so totally fine for those. But I've done like pickleball, and I could play pickleball for hours with these things, okay? Now, I do recommend that you be careful about washing them. It says hand wash only. It says that you shouldn't tumble dry. Now, what I tend to do is I will put these into the laundry. So I'll wash them in my regular machine, but then I'll actually pull them out. I'll put them inside one of those little, you know, those like mesh bags for like intimates, for bras, things like that. I'll put these in there so it's easy to pull out. I'll put it in the washing machine, wash these out, because after a whole day of pickleball, you probably don't want to be smelling these the next day. And then I leave them out to dry. So just make sure you don't tumble dry it, because if you tumble dry it, because of just what this is made out of, these tend to shrink or disform, things like that. But yeah, this can help a lot with all of that pain. Again, the plantar fasciitis, tendonitis, stuff going on with your Achilles heel, all that. Yeah, good for pickleball, good for work. I've gone for runs in these. I'll say it feels a little bit weird. With pickleball, I got used to it because I'm more like on my toes, kind of moving around. But with running, it was a little bit more odd, and I don't think it's a problem with these. I think it's, one, partly a problem with me, probably because my form isn't great, but 2, just like how I'm running, because it's the same motion over and over and over, it did feel a little bit odd. I'm not gonna say uncomfortable, it just felt different, okay? As far as sizing of these will fit. It basically comes in 2 sizes. You have like your large, your small. They tend to market as like men and women's. So all the different ones that I've tried were all the same. It would have like a men's version where it was like men's size 8 to 13, and then it'd have a women's size like 6 to 10 or something along those lines. I've got actually fairly small feet for a guy, so I found that the women's ones actually felt better. I don't know about if it changes the effectiveness of it, but I did personally find that the women's size felt better. It's just, I've got small feet, so I got the small size, okay? So men's, women's, you can use either one. It doesn't matter what gender you are, it's just big and small. Yeah, really nice stuff. I'll show you here a close-up sort of what these look like. And again, they're all the same. There's a bunch of different brands. I've tested now 3 of them. I saw 0 noticeable difference between all 3. I think getting any of them is fine. Maybe longevity might change. Maybe one of the more higher end brands would last longer, but we've been using these for a while. I've washed them. I've played hard in them, played a lot of pickleball, done runs, again, gone out for work. So I haven't noticed any noticeable difference, and they all helped. So I don't think you really go wrong here. So check them out if you're looking for some good inserts to help you.